it's broke down. I'll go ahead and bring this over here. I kind of got you guys set across from me so we can see what I'm doing. Then we're just gonna let this sit up for a minute. Hi Lorraine, how you doing today? I'm making homemade bread, and as I'm making this, I kind of got a story to tell you guys. Something I learned a little bit about. It's about bread and a couple other things. And then we're gonna need in our other bowl, we're gonna need 2.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, hot hammer, and we need 1/4 cup of oil. So 1/4 cup is going to be half of a half. A little bit more. Okay. 1/4 cup of oil. Okay. And we're going to mix this together, all of it. Take my trusty old spoon, mix it up. I'm not using a blender. I never use a blender. I guess the dry or the warm water activates the yeast. So we'll get it all mixed together, and then I gotta step over to the refrigerator because I gotta grab. Well, no, I don't. This is doing perfect. I'll just do it in here. I might have to add a little bit more flour, so I might have to go to the refrigerator still. But it says we want to take it, we want to knead it. So I'm going to kind of fold it together, press it together. I guess that's what you call kneading. Hi, Deborah. Well, hello, cousin. How you doing today? I'm making some homemade bread. It is sticky, so I'm going to grab some more flour. Give me just a second. Hi Ashley, nice of you to show up. Homemade bread. I gotta get some more flour. I put the flour back in the refrigerator. Didn't think I was gonna need it anymore, so give me just a second. My daughter told me about the flour in the refrigerator. It says it'll keep it fresh, and also it'll kill any I don't even remember, weevils or whatever else kind of little parasites can get into it. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, man? How was Alabama? So as I said, we're going to knead it for about 10 minutes. Well, I'm sorry, about 5 minutes. I'm not going to do 10 minutes. But that's basically just folding it over itself, folding it over itself. I got to pull out my loaf pan, and I got to grease it up, which I'm just going to use vegetable oil to grease it up. I guess I could pull this out and do it on the counter now, just so everybody can see what I'm doing. Make sure we mix it all together real good. Well, why the refrigerator? I asked the same question when they told me that it was in the refrigerator, because I think I did a live. I did do a live, and I was trying to make something, and I ran out of flour. I didn't know where the flour went, and then my daughter said, well, it's in the refrigerator. I said, why would you put the flour in the refrigerator? And she was like, because it says it'll keep it fresh longer. Yes, man, we do. So anyways, I got this. I did a little bit of research before I started doing this about bread, and also about something else that I'll get into too, because this is going to take about 45 minutes from start to finish. And I've learned that I don't like taking the pictures after the product's done. I don't like it, because then some people will see the pictures and they don't get to pay attention to the live itself or however it goes, you know. So I just decided that, okay, so now that I've got that, what I need to do is I'm going to wet a towel down, warm water, and I'm going to wrap up my dough ball in the towel for about 10 minutes. This was on the recipe that I found, so this is how I'm going to do it. Wrap it up. It's a clean towel. I just pulled it out of the dryer. So we're going to wrap it up, and we're going to let it blow up a little bit. Okay? So, on to my story. Alright? Now, the story, to start out with, is about bread. Oops. Okay, there we go. Bread was the central formation of early human societies. From the western half of Asia, where wheat was domesticated, cultivation spread north and west to Europe and North Africa, okay? This led to the formation of towns as it pressed to the nomadic lifestyle and gave rise to more and more sophisticated forms of social organization. Now, a nomadic lifestyle would be a nomad constantly changes locations, switching from one place to another. So back in the, I think it was dated back 500 BC or something like that, they bread was how people were brought together, okay? Now, just like in the case with bread, hi Rhonda, cannabis or hemp originally evolved in Asia. Before people introduced the plant into Africa, Europe, and even the Americas, it was used to make clothing, paper, sails, rope, and its seeds were used for food. There's some evidence that ancient cultures knew about the psychoactive properties of the cannabis plant. Burned cannabis seeds have been found in the graves of shamans in China and Siberia for as long as 500 BC. In the 1830s, Sir William Brooke O'Shaughnessy, an Irish doctor studying in India, found that cannabis extract, CBD, could help lessen stomach pain and vomiting in people with cholera. Now, cholera is not around much now, but we still know that CBD can help with getting rid of vomiting or cutting down on stomach pains. By the 1800s, CBD was sold in pharmacies and doctors' offices to treat stomach problems and other ailments. The point in fact is bread was used as a bridge to people just as hemp since the dawning of times. The Mexican Revolution is where marijuana was introduced to the Americans as a recreational drug, but people have been using hemp as a medical help agent for much more longer, okay? Right now we're on the verge of a new way of dealing with ailments that associate non-prescription drugs, but more of a natural way to help with problems. The list is extremely long on what CBD helps with, anywhere from stomach pains to seizures, mental problems like anxiety, depression, postpartum or post-traumatic stress syndrome. This new way, in my opinion, is such a blessing for everyone because it really just brings us back to God and His creations. How's it going, Debbie? Okay, so we've sat it here for, it's been probably 5 minutes or so, but I'm not going to sit it here too long. What I need to do is I'm going to put it back in my flour because I got it a little wet. Putting it in a wet cloth to make it expand a little bit. So just throw it back in the flour a little bit. Make sure it's not so sticky. Knead it some more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bread ball, nice bread ball. I'm going to put it in my pan. I'm going to flatten it out in my pan. gotta let it sit for like another 10 minutes, okay? I decided to do the little story thing because I didn't want to run out of content talking to everybody, and I really want this to swell up, and I kind of want everybody to watch it swell up. So this is what we're looking like right now, okay? This is going to be our bread. Homemade bread. You know, you don't always have to go to the store to get bread. Just grab you a packet of yeast, some flour, some salt, some sugar, some vegetable oil. They said olive oil, but I mean, I don't see the difference. Maybe just in the taste. So we got all that done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess a little bit. I'll go ahead and set you guys back down here. Hey Liz, how are you doing? So I'm supposed to wait until this expands. I'm gonna go ahead and put my towel over it. It's supposed to fill up the whole pan right there. I was thinking about it. No, it's just regular bread. I was thinking about adding the bread, but I might do that next time. As a matter of, one second. Okay. So this High Venus is my CBD. Okay? Now look, no, we're not going to be able to do it. I done got everything combined, so it won't turn out right. What's up, Jake? How you doing, cousin? Second cousin? Next time, I will add the CBD in before I go getting it all mixed together and all kneaded together and things. I didn't think about adding it because I really haven't researched how putting it in 400 degrees, what the 400 degrees will actually do to the CBD oil. Because if it's going to be used, if it's going to be a benefit, then I don't want to kill it by putting it in the heat. You know what I'm saying? So I'll research that a little more. Why are we twins, cousin? So anyways, today I'm baking some homemade bread. It's right now I'm just waiting on it to finish setting up, finish the yeast, setting up some more. My oven's already done. I got a big mess to clean up like I usually do. Shh, don't tell everybody I'm 20 years older, man. Really. I don't feel like I'm 20 years older, I promise. But that's awesome, buddy. You know, we need to meet up sometime so we can hang out. We really do. I know you left and all, but you need to come back around so we can hang out. Nope, I don't think it'll ruin a good loaf of bread, though. I really don't. No.